Everything is new for me.
Meeting is being recorded.
So first, I think you should know about the basic structure of this Power BI
Mm-hmm.
and what tab is being used for what purpose.
Okay, sure.
Okay, first of all, just close it and come to Home tab.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes, Home tab.
Yeah.
Now, first tab is for to get data, as you already
Mm-hmm.
know that. You can
Yes.
click a little bit arrow. These are the connectors. If you want to get some Excel file, you will click on Excel connector. These are all connectors.
So the
Is it?
typical company will have all of their data sources already connected and it'll appear on this list, I'm assuming. Like if they have other sources like Okta and SailPoint and different applications and stuff like that, will it show up here?
Yes, yes, yes. You can click on more. All connectors are here.
Okay,
Power
so
BI
all
is
the
adding.
applications within the ecosystem will be there basically, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Wait, okay, hold on, wait. This
Okay.
list of connectors, these are already pre-built out of the box connectors, right?
Yes, sir. Built by Power BI.
Okay, so now if I have an application that for which there's not an out of the box connector, how does it work?
No, then it will not work. You will convert data into CSV or Excel file, then you will take it here.
Got it. So companies are not building their own connectors for Power BI or something like that, right? They're just simply converting the data into a Excel.
Then I think they will share API keys. You can get data from API keys also.
Got it. Okay. Makes sense.
And this is the first tab.
Uh-huh.
And then cancel it. And then
Mm-hmm.
if you are connecting with Excel file, then do directly click on Excel
Mm.
like this. And for SQL or one lakh, like you are getting data from Azure server, online data, you can click warehouse, lakehouse like this.
Like if
Uh,
you have your own the data warehouses or databases you're grabbing it from, right?
yes, then you can get from data here.
And okay, so let's just say like, I
If
don't know,
you,
like house
yes,
or something.
if you
And
want to enter data manually by your own, then you click enter data tab. When you click on SQL server, now enter data.
okay, so then
You
this
can enter
operates like an
data.
Excel spreadsheet where you can type it in manually.
Yes, yes, yes. You can write the table name here. And
Got it.
uh, then if you have loaded some data and you want to transform it, like you can clean it data and remove duplicates, adding some calculator column, then you will click on transform data. When you click on transform data, the another uh, window will be open. Yes, this is the Power Query editor. This
Mm-hmm.
is the you can say it is the backend of some software has a front end and back end.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a backend. We can all clean all tables here. We can make calculations. We can add some calculator columns here, remove duplicates, split columns, etc., etc. Like data cleaning, we do here. It's called Power Query.
Okay.
You close it.
So when you say data cleaning, you're talking about like if you want to run some SQL queries to scrub the data and stuff like that, you would do it in this Power Query?
Yes, when data comes in Power Query,
Yeah.
then we can clean it here. Like we remove errors, we remove duplicates. Some columns are additional, we can remove them and keep some usable columns. And some
So
values we want to split like this.
so
And
it'll
if
show some
there
type of
are,
like Excel spreadsheet view of your data here.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
We can combine two different tables here. We can append them etc., like these we can do here.
Got it. Okay. Makes sense.
Okay. Close it. When data will come here, then I will tell you and apply everything here. First, just introduction.
Mm-hmm.
So close it, close from here,
Yeah.
and uh, now if you want to enter text, some text here, you can click text box. Like you add a heading above, like you can add some company's sale dashboard, like this. You can add text here. You
And
can
so
write.
this will go on where? Like, where will this show up? Whatever you add here, on top of the report or something?
Yes, at
Like when
top
you
of the
publish
report.
it?
Top of the report, you are saying that this report is for what purpose? This is a customer table, or this is a sales and finance dashboard, like this. You can add heading above any report.
Got it.
This
Okay.
is for that purpose only.
Okay.
And then there are visuals. Visuals are some are native visuals, and some are not native. We can get from other sources, third party sources.
What visual? This one right here?
Yes, these are visuals. Visuals mean how we want to show the data in table format, or in value in the card format, like this, and in the chart, in the bars. These are all external third party visuals. We can download and use them. These are some
Visuals are
advanced.
what? Like different types of chart formats and stuff like that?
Yes, visual
Oh,
are like that. Do how you want to display your data.
right, right. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense.
You can show your data in maps, in charts, in columns, in tables, in matrices, and in cards. Big value like total sale value. You can show it in card. It's a
Mm-hmm.
single value. When you want to show your sales, like customer wise sales, or some city wise sales, then you will add table or a matrix. In one row you will be add customers, and the other column, sorry, one column you will show customers, and the other column you will show the sales.
Got it.
Got it. And these are
Yes.
some advanced level visualizations. We can discuss it later.
Okay.
We should focus on native. There are a lot of native visualization Power BI have.
Okay, got it. So what is the difference between the native visualizations and these? These you have to download or something, or what's the how are these
Uh,
different?
Also, these are the third party. We can download them.
Okay. But the native ones come built into Power BI desktop already.
Yes, yes.
Okay, got it.
But the third party we should use with caution. They can steal data. That's why most of the Power BI users use native visuals most of the time.
All right, so
There are
these
a
visuals
lot.
are in the like the visuals store or something like that. Like some other creators made these and other people are just kind of like the App Store,
They,
right? It's kind of like that.
yes, sir. Yeah, you can say it like App Store or Google Play Store. You can download them and it will be saved in your Power BI
Got it.
desktop.
Okay, makes sense. I got it.
Are you okay with my English? I am little bit poor in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm understanding so far. Thanks, man. Yeah.
uh, Now let's move further. Close it.
Okay.
I think our first home tab is clear now. We can move to insert.
How do you delete this text box?
You can write here sales dashboard. You can write
But if I
company
wanted to
name.
delete the text box, how would I do that?
You can first click outside the box.
And then just backspace or something, delete.
No, no. Then now click again. Now delete button. It will be deleted. Click and delete button. Click here and delete button. Press delete button.
Yeah, I'm doing, but it's not deleting it.
Uh, f- you can also click on three dots and remove
Got it.
also. Now you can go to insert. First of all, we should click on this table view and model view. Just click here in the leftmost side.
Do you know how to use the annotation feature in Zoom?
Uh, just
Do you see
uh,
the annotate button?
just see where it is. Okay,
The
pencil
pencil
button.
icon? Do you see it?
Yes.
All right, cool. Let me delete what I just wrote. Control Z. How do you delete annotations? How do I remove what I just... Oh, okay, right. I see. Undo, undo. Okay, yeah. Okay, what were you telling me to click?
Now continue. May I continue?
Yeah,
Now this is all this thing called is canvas.
this is a
All this
canvas.
thing, all this thing.
Okay.
This is our canvas.
Mm-hmm.
We can format its setting by
Mm-hmm.
clicking here. You can click here, please.
Click where?
This
Oh,
click here.
uh-huh.
You can do its canvas setting here. Click on canvas setting.
Mm-hmm.
This is typically by default is in 16 into 9 ratio.
Yeah,
If you want to customize it, you can increase or decrease the canvas size. If you click here in this, like custom click on click custom. Now you
Mm-hmm.
can increase the height and width. If you have some more data you want to visualize, like below or like this side, you can increase height as well as width here.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now close this and click here. Now you can change the background of your canvas. Basically, it's a white background. Now can you change? Also, you can add some image from your company, like background or anything. Click any color
Okay.
and click on transparency to zero. Transparency to zero. You can drag it here to zero. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to add some picture, you can click here and browse any image you want to use in background. Have some picture right now? If any,
Uh, I mean, sure. Here.
yes. If it is not fitted, you can click here and set a fit to scale. It is fit already. Okay. You can reduce its transparency, increase or decrease here.
Transparency makes it lighter or darker.
Lighter or darker light.
Can you go into the negatives?
Yeah. No, no.
Okay.
It's full light or full dim.
Got it.
Okay. But we use some dim colors because we want to show visuals. Most of the
Right.
time we use only solid colors and
Yeah.
very light gray colors most of the time.
Right. Got it.
So it's okay with canvas setting.
Yeah. Brother,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I've got a work meeting I have to take for just like 20 minutes or so. As soon as that's done, I'll give you a call and we can continue.
Okay, okay, okay.
All right. Thanks, man.
Welcome.
Bye.
Bye.